All right, welcome back to my channel, you guys. Glad you're back. I hope you've enjoyed these last couple of videos that I've put out. I put a mixture of, kind of motivational things with my vlog, but there's also some really practical things as well, just talking about Google Trends and some of my trade secrets that I talk to my clients who pay me a lot of money for. So, if you guys haven't listened, you're missing out. And, it's interesting. I think that sometimes when things are given to people for free, that they don't value them. And so I hope you guys are wise enough to take advantage of the information that I'm sharing with you. Because, like I said, there are people that pay me a lot of money for the stuff that I'm giving to you guys for free. So, hopefully you guys take advantage of what I'm trying to share with you. I want to see more women succeed in business, and so that's why I put this stuff out for free. In addition to other free stuff, you guys already know, if you saw my other video, I'm having a giveaway for this here good old tablet, and I'm going to pick a winner on tomorrow, which is Friday. So go ahead, like, subscribe, comment on this video, and you will be entered to win a prize. So you can hear my notifications in the background. So what I want to talk about today, as I take a nice swig of wine, one of the benefits of working from home, right, is multiple streams of income. So raise your hand or comment below how many streams of income that you have. And, for most people growing up in a either middle income home, middle class income home, or a lower class, maybe even some, upper middle class, might not be aware of what I'm about to talk about. And if you've ever read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, you'll be very familiar with what I'm going to talk about, but it is multiple sources of income. We are due for a market crash. Any experts were saying or projecting that it might happen in 2018, which is next year, but I'm not quite sure. I know that the state of Colorado has a lot of buffer in our economy, and our economy is doing really, really well right now because of cannabis, because of we just voted in our local elections to really take care of our infrastructure. We have a lot of companies who want to move here. Google just spent $100+ million renovating their campus up in Boulder, Colorado. We're one of the finalists for what's it called? The Hyperloop. It's basically like a super fast vacuum tube that gets you from point A to point B. So if you're familiar with Colorado, there's like the Denver International Airport, which is East Denver, more above Aurora, and then towards the center of the state is downtown Denver. And so basically you could get from point A to point B in like 5 minutes, which normally it will take you at least 30 minutes without much traffic to get from the airport to downtown. So I mean, like, some big major companies want to come to Denver. But what if you're in a state, and what if you're in an economy that isn't doing well? How can you protect yourself from the rest of the country not doing well economically? Well, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. The first thing that like I said, even less than a year ago, I was working a temp job, and I would be at the mercy of other companies wanting to hire me, which, if everybody wants to talk about job security, there is no such thing as job security. If your company can't afford to pay for your bills, then they won't. So it's not like they're going to go in debt over, oh, we have to pay Kalah's bills, right? Like, no, they don't have any obligation other than to themselves. And the only reason why they hire you is because you're an asset to themselves. So if you are no longer an asset, you're a liability, and they will let you go. It's as simple as that. So why be at the mercy of a corporation when you can hire yourself, or you can allow yourself to be hired by the market? And that's why, in a lot of ways, I started my marketing business, which is doing really well. So the first thing I have, so I'm just kind of run through the list of the different sources of income that I have. So, and kind of broken up into different categories. So the first category is my agency. And so probably in a different, I didn't do any calculations for this video, but maybe in a different video I can give you guys specific numbers. But my agency is doing really well, and that's one of my sources of, that's probably my main source of income right now. The next one, which I'm hoping to increase to become a bigger source, at least 50-50 with my agency, is cryptocurrency investing. Now, there are subcategories within this. Immediately when people hear cryptocurrency, they immediately think of Bitcoin, which, yeah, if you guys did not see, it went up to like $19,000 today, which is crazy. Like I wrote in the Facebook group, if you guys aren't a part of my Facebook group, go ahead and you can find it in the banner image on my channel page. You can join and I'll accept you, maybe. And so basically, yeah, Bitcoin went up to like $19,000, which is ridiculous. Guys, I honestly think it's going to get to $100,000 in 2018, which is, buy it. I know I talked about FOMO, fear of missing out. Bitcoin is moving so fast, so quickly, that even if it does dip, if you're not a day trader and you're able to, if you don't already have your system set up to when you can buy when Bitcoin drops, you're not going to be in a position to execute on that trade or on that buy. So because the trend of Bitcoin is like this, I would suggest that you guys go ahead and buy Bitcoin as soon as you can, because even if it drops, the strategy is not for you to day trade Bitcoin. The strategy is for you to hold Bitcoin for the long term. And especially as the price continues to rise, more big time investors, corporate investors are going to get involved. And the moment that they get involved, it becomes no longer a person-to-person competition for getting Bitcoin. It then becomes a corporation level game. And it's better to have it when you can afford it now versus when you could never afford it when it costs $100,000 next year. So, just to my point of view. Within cryptocurrencies, I'm invested in Ripple, which you guys, that's another cryptocurrency you should consider. Basically, their whole plan is to take over SWIFT. So if you've ever sent over a wire transfer overseas, you get a SWIFT code. SWIFT is a company, and they basically monopolize the entire international wire game, right? Ripple is trying to disrupt them. Ripple is 1,000 times better than SWIFT, if not, no, they're more like 70,000 times better than SWIFT. So therefore, you guys should invest in Ripple. It's only at like 21, 22, 23 cents right now. Go and buy Ripple. The next thing is BitConnect. In order to participate with BitConnect, you've seen another video. I'll link it below. In order to participate with BitConnect, you need to buy Bitcoin, which I said, go ahead and buy it now. BitConnect will give you anywhere between 1 to 2% paid out daily, which you can then go ahead and reinvest, at which point now you're building compound interest on your principal. I'm going to be putting in, I finally got my bank account stuff to work out. I had to go and get an account. I had an account with, I started off with one with a public service credit union. Then I had to go to my Capital One account, but that was my business account. Then I had to go ahead and just open up a personal Chase account, which I did on Monday or Tuesday. Got that opened. The funds are in the account. Now I can finally go ahead and send and wire those funds over to Gemini, which then I can go ahead and purchase Bitcoin. Then I can send the Bitcoin over to BitConnect, which I can then go ahead and start lending out my Bitcoin to BitConnect and start making those daily payouts. So I'm very excited for that to get started. Another source of income is affiliate marketing. If you've never heard of affiliate marketing, that is why you need to build up your personal brand, which affiliate marketing and personal brand are kind of two sides of the same coin in a lot of ways. Basically, you create a YouTube channel, you create a Facebook group, you give value to your YouTube channel, you give value to your Facebook group, you show that you're trustworthy, you show that you're, just a regular person, and you recommend products or you recommend services, and you show that that this has been valuable to you or successful to you, and if your audience likes you enough and if they trust you enough, they'll take your recommendation and go ahead and purchase those products, and you get a commission for it. Pretty much in a nutshell, that's affiliate marketing. One of my other sources is, let me think it through. I'm about to actually get started in cryptocurrency mining. So if you guys haven't learned about mining yet, basically it is, I mentioned it in one of my earlier videos. You basically set up a big computer rig that has enough processing power and video card power to create blocks for the blockchain, basically. That's as in-depth as I'll go about that. Depending on the rig that you have set up, you can make anywhere from like $50 to $8,000 a month. You can make a lot more, but it requires a lot of equipment. It requires a lot of setup and technical know-how. So I have a business partner who I will be getting on board with that as well. And then one of the last ones for right now is, so there's two other opportunities that I'm actually looking into right now. Well, one that I already have is doing consulting for my digital marketing, which normally I don't like to do that because I don't like exchanging time for money. Yeah, I don't like to do that. But the other one is, what is it? I just had it in my mind. Is that Lexi? Can you turn off your phone? Thanks. The last one is, what is it? Well, I was planning on getting started with Amazon FBA. I don't really know if I'm going to do that right now, just because I have too many other things that I'm working on. But the other one was, I forgot. So, the other one was, what was it? Oh, the other one is an investment. The last one that I have is an investment with a, so if you didn't know, Bitcoin is going to be the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, basically the governing body that makes sure that everyone is on the up and up when they're trading on the stock market. They legalized trading Bitcoin futures on the stock market. And so I'm going to be investing with a company called Freeman Capital. And they are going to be launching a new product offering where they invest again, they have a trading bot that will trade the volatility of the Bitcoin futures stock market. And so I'm actually really excited about that. And once I become comfortable with it and have some more experience with it, I'll properly introduce that to you guys so that you can take advantage of it as well if you're interested, and I'll give a review on my experience working with the company. So there are a couple other things that I don't want to mention now just because it's not completely finalized and it wouldn't be proper to talk about them yet. So you guys tell me, what are your streams of income if you don't have more than one? Like I said, if one ends up not doing well, you have others to fall back on. It's important to have multiple streams of income. You should never ever be like, oh, I'm unemployed or I don't have a job, because you should always be searching and finding main sources of income as well as micro or even like seasonal sources of income. And so that is how you guys become wealthy. So we're all on the journey together. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. You can message me on Facebook, facebook.com/Kalah Haley. I'd love to answer your questions. Like, subscribe, and comment to this channel, and I will love you forever. All right, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.